believe Buffalo's going to win it both.
Kick your heels up and shout.
We're seeing why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Now, baby, come on, come on.
No one
Come on
Circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
We are live, and we are back. Welcome to another episode of the Overdue Bills podcast playoff edition. And we're here today, and we got a lot to talk about. Listen, we definitely have a lot to talk about. We definitely want to get into some end of the season things. We want to obviously get into the playoff matchup against the Jaguars. Definitely got to talk about that. We got a lot of things to discuss. We appreciate everybody that's in the comments even now and those who are on their way. Right. And as we jump into the show, let me ask these guys how they are doing today. Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's time, man. I know Rad been on 10 the last couple of weeks. He definitely been turning up, getting closer to the end of the season. But now we're here. He been talking about the Jaguars all season and how he don't believe in them. Now it's time. We're gonna see what's what. So I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Oh man, we on it. We on it already.
I can't believe. Do the Pats know you changed? You switched up on already? You a Jags fan now?
he right on 10.
You a Jags fan now? That's crazy.
I didn't say nothing.
You sound like a Jags fan. That's something a Jags fan would say.
I just say you've been talking about the Jags all season. Now it's time to see.
Oh.
No, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Shout out everybody in the comments.
Everybody here. Shout out Sean.
Yep. Got my guys from GM in the building. You know, what's up,
Swanson,
guys?
what's good?
Good, Ed. Good, Swanson.
Absolutely. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Definitely appreciate that. But you know what? Let's do this. Actually, we do got a few things to talk about. But before we do that, I want to shout out the Buffalo fan base. Definitely want to shout out the Buffalo fan base. We appreciate the collab with them all season. It's been amazing. Also, Matt, if you could be so kind before we kind of get into our thing, let the people know who our presenting sponsor is.
Yes, sir. This episode and every other episode is brought to you by the good folks over at AOG Cigar Lounge. AOG Cigar Lounge, located at 3495 Delaware Avenue, is the premier cigar lounge in Western New York. Man, they have the great specials on cigars, great selection. They have bucket deals. They have great flight deals. Stop in, check those guys out today. It's very inviting for beginning level cigar smokers to your most advanced. They have something for everybody there. It's an awesome place to go catch a game. Got the playoffs coming up, obviously, college football playoffs. Awesome time. Catch up with friends, get some work done. Stop into AOG today. And they do have a big event going on January 17th. They have their 2-year anniversary coming up. It's a huge milestone, 2 years. We've been doing this for 5, so we know it's a grind, man. So two years. Stop in, check out their anniversary party. It's going to be a great time. Members, it's $50. Non-members is $75. You'll get a cigar, a drink. There's a ton of giveaways. Every event there's always a good time. And as you can see, they're going to have Lee Evans stopping by doing meet and greets later on in the evening. So definitely check that out if you're available January 17th.
Yo, Lee still got his pads and cleats because we could use a wide receiver.
Wide receiver one. Yeah.
We could use a wide receiver.
He's coaching high school, so I'm sure he's staying in shape. So he's yeah.
All right, Swanson, I'm gonna hold you to that.
We're gonna get into it. We're about to get into it. Shout out to
Swanson, he a Jags fan today.
Oh God, here we go. Shout out to AOG.
Crazy world we living in now. It's a crazy world we living in. Swanson, he a Jags fan now.
Shout out to AOG. Crazy. We definitely appreciate them. Listen, let's do this. Let's do this real quickly. Let's go through this housekeeping. OverdueBillsPod.com. OverdueBillsPod.com. We really do want you to go to the website. New and improved website. Got the merch on there. Got really everything on there. Everything you need. Overdue Bills. We have it on there. Shout out to our guy Mills. Mills is responsible for the website. We know y'all never see him. Silent partner. Shout out to him. But with that being said, go to the YouTube page. A lot of y'all have went to YouTube page and subscribe to our YouTube page, Overdue Bills podcast at YouTube. So please go there now. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season. So we want you to do it. Hopefully the Bills can make a long playoff run. We're going to talk about that in a second. But before we do, let's do this. Quick question of the day. And I guess I want to ask this question primarily to Matt. And shout out to everybody in the comments if you have a take on this. Matt, last football game, because we're not going to recap the Jets game. There's no point in doing that. Shout out to Jets organization, they need prayer. But Matt, last game, high mark, last game at the Ralph, last game at whatever name you want to throw.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. To be determined. But Matt, how did that make you feel? Right there are a lot of people. Stadium was packed. Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to E. He was there. Of course, we was not with the people, but we were there. We were there. We were there. But Matt, how did you feel about it?
Man, it was it's bittersweet, right? I've been on a good run for 13 years now in that stadium. Had my same seats, never switched up. So just crazy. That was the last time walking out. But I'm happy to move on to the new stadium. There's little things I'm looking forward to. And I think they sent it off right, and obviously the Bills sent it off right with a big dub, convincing.
You take some glass, you rip something down, you rip a plate down, you rip.
Nah.
Your seat.
I was gonna grab a napkin dispenser, but I was like, nah. So I'm gonna sit that one out. Something like that, something crazy.
Why not?
Yeah,
napkin dispenser.
I'm leaving here with something. I'm
leaving here with something.
Yeah.
What'd you leave with?
I ain't leaving. I didn't even get my coin.
I'm surprised nobody took the goalpost.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard it.
No, man. A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people didn't get the coin or the towel. Like, so depending on which gate you went into. Yeah, so depending on which gate you went into, some gates they just put the boxes down and let people have a free.
Oh, that's wild.
I was watching people grab like 4 or 5. It was it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I mean, shout out to my cousin.
Shout out to E.
But whatever the line, the sweet line, they had a lady. The lady was there. They literally just handed. You know what I mean? Whatever. You can have mine if you want.
Yeah,
no, I mean you've been there longer than I have. I'll be glad to.
I appreciate that, man. I'll take it. They let boys go crazy. That's why there's stuff on eBay right now. You might want to keep it, Sam. Sell it on eBay. They got them going for crazy bread right now.
Is it that serious?
Dude, I'm telling you,
give me yours.
Yeah, like selling them for $400 or $500. Those coins, man. So yeah.
Yo, okay. We might put it up for for one of the gifts for the pod. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. That might be our 500 subscriber joint.
Yeah, fine. Yep. There you go. Right, I like it.
All right. Because I can care less about it.
Go. All right. Yeah, but yeah, it was cool though. It was they did a good job. I feel like they the halftime thing. All the guys are out there talking, saying thank you. That was cool, man. It was awesome.
Wonderful. Just want to give a recap. Obviously, it's a Bills-centric show. Yeah. Such a big thing that is happening. We're going into a new stadium. So it's definitely a lot of conversation around it. But let's get into the show.
Quick hitter for Matt. Who was the best Bills player you saw besides Josh Allen? You saw in the stadium? Yeah.
Probably Fred Jackson for me.
Fred?
That's
Freddie.
Fred.
It was 13 years. 2012. We were in.
Yo, that's sad.
Freddie J, man.
That's not true. Stephon Diggs was better than Fred Jackson. Stop.
Yeah, that's
like what are we talking about?
I don't know. I mean, Fred Jackson was in the MVP conversation some years though. Fred, don't front off Fred.
I don't like the Fred slander. Fred got Marshawn Lynch and Spiller up out of here. Fred was nice.
Shout out Fred Jackson. When I was at the when I was at the practice facility, this is a fact. When I was at the practice facility, shout out to Fred Jackson. Rest in peace, Mark Horn. Y'all already know.
Rest in peace.
They gave me the ball. I don't know why they gave me the ball, but they gave me the football. Fred went out. I threw Fred a liner. Fred, I don't know who was the head coach, but he got fired. I might have been on the team. Throwing that out there. Shout out
you was a member. You jail said you was a third string quarterback. That's why.
No, but we know that we know the vibes though. So I don't know why we know the vibes. But I honestly think that just real quickly, everybody in the comments, we honestly think that Fred Jackson was better than Stephon Diggs. Is that a thing?
Yeah, on the same level.
No. Same, no.
Same level.
Why not?
As a Bill,
bro, Fred Jackson scored a lot of touchdowns.
He did. As a Bill, if you talk about like Wall of Fame,
bro, hell yeah.
Like Diggs was like a top 3, top 5 wide receiver. I don't think Fred Jackson was ever a top 5.
Fred was in the top 5 of rushing of he was in the rushing title race. He was in the MVP race. Like that's crazy.
Yo, saying Fred Jackson was in the MVP race is kind of.
He was in the MVP race. There were like 2 seasons where he was in the MVP race.
Fred split with most of the running backs he was with. That was his only issue. Is that he was always the second option, even though he was
never the second option. Who was the
Marshawn Lynch was the one, and then the Spiller. Well, the team wanted Spiller and Marshawn to be the one, but Fred was nice.
All right.
Now,
all right. We talking about Fred Jackson. All right, we got
Fred. No, it's not the Fred.
Okay, let me shout out to Fred. Yeah, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question, y'all. Let me ask this question. To everybody out there, and I want everybody in the comments to answer this quick question of the day, part 2. Quick question of the day, part 2. And I'm gonna go to Rad first. Rad. And just quickly, this is a quick hitter. Is our team a team that just got to the playoffs, or we're built to stay there? What do you say? Let's start it off.
Yeah, we're built to stay there. I think playoff Josh is a thing. And I think y'all all agree with that. So,
oh my god. Okay, Mike, we have to get away from Rat. We got it.
What? I said
no. You didn't say
playoff Josh not a thing.
It's a quick hitter. It's a quick hitter.
It's a quick hitter. A thing or not?
It's a quick hitter.
We didn't. Are we built to win the playoffs? Back in. No, we didn't. We didn't back in. We didn't back into the playoffs. We clinched.
We are 16.
Yeah, but we 12-5. We clinched with like 2 weeks to go. Like we knew it wasn't like we needed somebody to lose for us to get in. Like we were in. We still had a shot at the division with 2 weeks left. So no, we didn't just get there.
You had a shot at the 1 seed technically with 2 weeks left. So
exactly.
No, I think we're built. I think we're built to move along. We're going to be the favorite probably in every game that we play in these playoffs. So we're the favorite this week for a reason on the road in Jacksonville as a 6 seed. I think we're built to be in this playoffs and move deep into it.
Okay. So let's get down to the nitty gritty because I want to ask this question going into the playoffs. Right? We know we're playing the Jaguars. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yep.
I can frame this conversation, right? And looking at our team and what we've seen over the past few weeks, a recipe for success for us looks like what? A balanced offense, run game setting its own. We got the rushing leader, right? Shout out to James Cook.
Shout out to Jimbo.
Shout out to him. Our defense was very opportunistic, right? Bend but don't break. Making some plays here and there. Josh Allen was efficient, but not necessarily bugging out. For that matter. So my question to each and every one of you out there, right? I need you to answer this. And Swanson, I'm asking this to you too. You're a football coach in your own right. What is the true identity of the Bills team right now? Like when you talk about the Bills, right? We know in past years we had the combo Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. We just going for it, right? We're going for it. That's what we're doing. But I'm talking about this team right now. Rad said he's been on record of saying this is one of the worst teams that the Bills have had going into the playoffs. So my question to you, Matt, what is the true identity of the Buffalo Bills? Like what is it when you say the Buffalo? Like what does it look like?
And the Buffalo Bills, they're a running football. They're gonna run the football successfully. We have a top 5 offensive line unit, right? We're gonna run the ball successfully. We're gonna keep people from scoring. We're a bend but don't break defense. Our pass defense, since Thanksgiving, has been the number one in the league. We don't give up a ton of passing opportunities, and the run defense is improving. So the identity is we're gonna run the ball successfully. We're gonna get down. We're gonna score some points, and then we're gonna make big plays late in the game. That's how it's been. The last couple of weeks, and we've been good at it. At the end of the day.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know what bend but don't break me, but in terms of like the defense, because the Bills definitely be giving up points. They didn't to the Jets because they suck. But like I agree with what Matt said. Obviously, James Cook, but besides that, it's our tight ends, and it's weird because Dalton Kincaid doesn't do much when he's on the field, like in terms of like what the stat and let me take that back. In terms of what the stats say, like it's not like he's going for 9 for 120. Like when Diggs was out there, if we would have lost Diggs, like we losing 10 catches, we losing 150 yards, we losing a touchdown. But with Kincaid, it's like he 4 targets, 2 catches, maybe 35 yards. But when he's not out there, it's a huge difference. So when we have Knox, Kincaid, and Hawes, the 3 of those guys, and with Cook running the ball, that's our identity. That's when the Bills is at their best, when they have all 3 tight ends available.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. I think Kincaid playing that's just a big bonus for I guess Josh. I guess he's his safety blanket. Josh seems more confident. But I think our identity this year for sure has been we're resilient. There's no game we're out of. I think Josh believes he can win any game he's in. I believe the team believe in Josh that he can pull off any game, and I think that's that's that belief is I think that's crucial in a playoff game where something like a fumble or an interception, something just everybody is up, so something could be tricky in that first play, that first half, that first quarter, where maybe a young team might feel like, oh man, it ain't our day. Where the Bills, I think this year showed that they're resilient. They know that anytime they could come back. Second half, we're a second half team. Unfortunately, I know that might not be a thing, but we're a second half team, and I think we're a resilient team. So I think that's our identity this year for sure.
So, and just to answer this question, Sean, why do we look like a totally different team? Because we played the Jets. Like it's not a game that we need to talk about. What you gonna say, Matt?
No, the Jets team was terrible. It had.
Thank you, Matt.
It was like the Jets practice squad was out there for most of the game, and they put out all their good players were getting ready to go to Cancun.
Yeah, sure. I never want to see a black man get fired, but I can't believe he still got his job, boy. I know the Lions went 0-16, but that might be the worst team I've ever seen in an NFL game, like an actual NFL game, not preseason.
Yeah, they're tanking though. They're one of those. I mean, Tyrod and Fields I'm not saying they're great, better, but they were both healthy and they played that guy Cook or whoever that is. He's terrible. We know that. They're tanking. They tanked.
Okay, so let's ask this question. They suck, y'all. But let's ask this question. Shout out to running the ball, play action. Okay. Let me ask y'all this before we get into this Jags kind of preview. When the Buffalo Bills lose, why do we lose? Right? Like, so we're going into the playoffs. We're trying to get go to the Super Bowl. But in your estimation, right, just say either if we lose or when we have lost, what would be the answer that you would give? Like this, can you pinpoint to say this is why we lost, or this is something that we're looking at because this is an indication of a losing Buffalo Bills team? Well, I'm trying to kind of give an overview of kind of going into the playoffs to the state of the Bills. That's where we at. You know what I mean? What we saw in those 17 games, it is what it is. This is a whole new season, but we still have to have a state of the conversation. I'm trying to figure out, like, when we lose, what does that look like, Mike?
Yeah, I said this a couple of weeks ago, and which it doesn't bode well for the Jags game, but we can get into that when we get talk about the Jags. But when we lose, it's because James Cook is getting stopped, right? And most of the games we lost, besides the Texans, that's the only game that we lost where James Cook went over 100, and that's really based on that one big run he had. But when we lose, James Cook don't go over 70, like 74, 75 yards. When we lose, the receivers are getting pressed at the line, and they aren't getting any separation, and no one's open. And then when we lose, Kincaid is hurt. That's another thing that adds to it. And also, it's a defense that can confuse either whether it's Josh Allen or the line, and you got free rushers coming. So that's when you get Josh doing some Caleb Williams type stuff and taking sacks for no reason. But so if you can stop James Cook, pressure, get some press on the wide receivers, and then get some free rushers out of Josh. I mean, that's how we've been lost every game this year.
Matt?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you got teams that can really win with 4 and not blitz. We saw 2 teams do it at least this year in Philly and Houston. Those guys were winning all day with just rushing 4, and our receivers not being able to get that separation definitely put a hindrance on Josh not being able to make the plays that he usually makes at the end of the day. And then also not get games where James Cook doesn't have a good rushing day. We seem to, the offense can't really get going because we end up getting into 3rd and long situations, which we're not particularly good at as well.
Right.
I mean,
we lose.
I don't know why y'all scared to say it, but when Josh Allen played bad, we lose.
Well,
every game we lost, he thrown, besides one, he thrown multiple interceptions, fumbled. He had multiple turnovers, and he's looked bad too. It's not just I'm not just he got interceptions. Look on the play sheet, because interception can be not all his fault. It could be other people's fault. But when he plays bad, when he has multiple interceptions, when he does, you said Caleb Williams, you just trying to throw that out there. But when he looked like he regressed sometimes, when he just be wilding, you know what I'm saying? Like Josh be wilding. So I believe in a playoff Josh. So I believe if Josh has another level he can play at. This whole year he hasn't played at that level. He hasn't played MVP level game spots in the air, but he hasn't had a 5, 6, 7 game streak of Josh Allen MVP level play. And I believe that's coming. I believe that's what I'm betting on. And I think Josh Allen has another level that he's gonna play at. So when we lose, Josh Allen does not play well, and I think that's evident. And I mean, he just does not play well, and we lose every game.
I do agree with that. I think that's more of a resultant of the things that me and Matt talked about. Like Josh started looking like that because nobody getting open, so now he started pressing. Or the only thing that is open is the bubble screens, but he's sick of that. So I'm just gonna throw it anyway. I'm gonna try to make a play. I'm gonna try to go scramble around. And he definitely missed some targets, some passes. But I think if our run game is not going and nobody's getting open, that's when Josh really pressed.
I agree with you to a point. It's not that Josh don't have. It's like you don't have to play great. It's like you're putting he putting us in a hole sometimes when he play like that. You can play even. You can just be like, let me just be even this game, and I think we win. I think we win that Houston game. If Josh just play even. But I think he played bad. So
yeah.
Can I ask you this, Rad? I want to ask you this. Rad, do you consider yourself a good driver? No, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Listen. Yes. All I'm asking. I mean, why do we do this? I'm asking Rad, do you consider yourself a good driver?
I'm conservative.
Do you consider yourself a good driver?
I'm a conservative driver.
Mike, do you consider yourself a good driver?
I do.
If I bust 4 holes in your tires, would you still be a good driver?
I would not.
Thank you. All right, we can move on. I do want to ask this. I do want to do an end of the season checkup, right? I do want to do an end of the season checkup real quickly before we get to the Jags. I want to do an end of the season checkup because obviously James Cook, he's had an amazing season, right?
Mm-hmm.
One by far something that we've never thought. I think about 1,600 yards. So shout out to him. But I do want to ask this question, right? Do we believe that Brandon Beane was either shrewd going into the offseason as it relates to the James Cook contract? Are we attributing a lot of this to James Cook, or we're attributing a lot of this to our, top 5 offensive line? Like, who is getting the praise for this James Cook season? Because obviously Josh Allen, according to Rad, had a pedestrian season. James Cook obviously was the offensive MVP, bar none. Like, it's not even close. He's the highlight of the season, to be honest. So Matt,
he might be the NFL offensive MVP at this rate.
Maybe he is. We'll see. But Matt, as it relates to James Cook, the whole offseason and just the season that he had, I want to hear your thoughts on that.
I'm just happy that he bet on himself. I was one. I'll be honest. I was one that I was like,
one.
If he doesn't sign, I'm okay with us. Having Ray Davis and Ty Johnson. I was one. And I've said it many times this year, but I'm happy he did sign on, and I'm happy he literally put his money where his mouth is. He showed up every week. He was the he was the MVP, like you said. But obviously I give the offensive line some credit in that, but also it's a different gear when he runs the football. It's a different. You get excited every time he touches the football because he can break one. And we talked about this for his first couple years. That he didn't have that breakaway ability and he wasn't there yet. And then he showed flashes of it last year. And this year he completely turned into his brother in Dalvin Cook, to where every time he touches the ball, it's a potential 80-yard touchdown. And that's what we wanted out of him. And shout out to Bean for getting that deal done and making it happen, and James for turning into that.
Mike, do you want to give James Cook an apology?
Why the James Cook an apology?
Because you was one of the ones where you said you never should have ran the ball. Mike, that's a fact. I'm calling a spade a spade.
That's cap. That's a different discussion that we don't have to have. But in my defense, when we had Singletary and we had Mars, I just always said I just want a fast back and I want an efficient back. So when we do run the ball, we get in 15, 20 yards a pop, or not 15, 20 yards, but it's a chance of 15, 20, of 50. With Singletary and Mars, it was like, bro, we getting 4 or 5 yards. Like, a good run is 8. If a good run is 8, then let's just pass it. So I always wanted a back like James Cook. I don't need to be the rushing leading team. I don't need to run the ball 25 times. But I mean, that's what we're doing. We winning. So, but I never say I didn't want to sign James Cook. I never say anything about James Cook. Shout out to Jimbo.
Rad, can I ask you this as it relates to James Cook? Just say, even no matter what happened in the playoffs, should he be the feature person going into next year?
The feature person? Yeah, I think he's a top 5 back in NFL.
Okay.
I think I think the pass game is, he can even elevate in the passing game as well.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously this is a career year. Do we expect another career year? I mean, he had a career year in touchdowns last year. People thought that was going to regress. He had a career. So it's like, hey, he in his prime of his career. You know what I'm saying? He's fast. I don't think he's getting slower. I think he's probably getting a little bigger. So I think James Cook is an elite guy. It's funny that Josh Allen was able to live through not running the ball at all with Singletary, and we had the worst rushing team in football with the best passing team in football. Now our passing game is lower and our rushing game is the best in football. So the dynamic of both of those things, we'll see how it play out. I like this team a little better. As far as I think playoff, it might be a little better, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But I think James Cook is definitely. I'm happy James Cook is the second best option on the team. I like when a running back is the second best option on the team. I just feel like, I'm not saying we couldn't have a third best option be a receiver or a high-end receiver, high-end tight end. I'm cool with that, but I like when the second best player is a running back.
So you like this team better than the Diggs, Beasley, John Brown, and Emmanuel Sanders Bills?
I think this team is going. I like how this is set up. Last year was better than this year. Last year, I like that team for sure better. I mean, it just performed better. It was a better team to me. I think that team would beat that team. Yes.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen has a lot to do with that, though, because how he matured from 2020 to how he was last year.
100%. I mean, but that's a part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it.
All right, let's get to the Jags. Let's get to the playoffs, y'all. Let's get to the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
We the Bills.
Duval, let's get it.
Because this is. I mean, this is it, y'all. We're here, and just to even give context, right? John Harbaugh was fired, right? When you don't make the playoffs, you get fired. I love that precedent. So this is just I'm just throwing it out there. Long-term coach. What I'm saying is long-term coach. Things happen.
It was due though.
But anyways. We're playing the Jaguars. We're going to Jacksonville. It's crazy because I was scheduled to be in Jacksonville literally this week. Well, it's not so much what happened. It's just the game's at 1 o'clock, and I got other things I got to do at 1 o'clock. But I want to ask this question going into the game. I need everybody in the comments. All right, let's lock in, y'all. I need everybody in the comments to lock in. What as it relates to the Jaguars, and historically we play the Jaguars terribly, right? Jaguars have historically beat us. They rush 4. They get to Josh Allen. Josh Allen does not have particularly good games. We played them in London. We saw that kind of played out. The other Josh Allen had, kind of went off on us. If y'all don't remember that game. But I do want to ask this question to everybody out there. Going into this game, what is the thing that worries you the most about the Buffalo Bills, or even something on the Jacksonville Jaguars? What is the thing that worries you the most? What is the thing that's going to keep you up at night, before Sunday? The thing that you're talking, when you go to work, you're going to say, man, we got to watch out for this. You know what I mean? What is that thing that's worrying you the most going into this game, Matt?
For me, it's the kicking situation, man. It's the kicking scenario, right? I mean, we're two good, high scoring teams, right? We've had a kicker problem all season long. I mean, whether it's missing an extra point or missing a field goal, extra points putting us in bad spots. Certain games, the Houston game, we don't miss an extra point. We're going for a field goal at the end of the game late instead of a touchdown. The Philly game, if we don't miss an extra point, we're not going for 2 at the end there. So it's a big deal, man. And to lose a guy like Prater and to get a guy off the street right now in a high pressure playoff game is tough. In playoffs, you got to win all 3 phases of the game. And right now, Jacksonville is significantly better than us at the kicker position because they can kick it from the 50. And go in. The guy's kicking 60, 70 yarders. Cam Little, he's doing his thing. That's what worries me going into this game.
Did they drug test him yet?
I'm sure he's gotten a couple randoms for sure.
Okay, all right, good. He tripping.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, Rad.
Rad, before you answer this question, I do want to throw this out there. I mean, maybe Rad, you're gonna talk about this. Shout out to my cousin. Ed said the Jacksonville Jaguars have the number 1 rush defense. So if they stop the run, which I mean, unmovable force, unmovable object. Rad, how do you feel about that? Do you think that we're gonna, figure that out? Is that something that you worry about?
No, not really. I'm not necessarily worried. I feel like we got the better quarterback. I feel like we're more experienced. It's 2 things. Number 1, playoff Josh is a thing for me. I think Josh is going to raise his level. Number 2, we're playing against Trevor Lawrence. I think I'm not there yet. I think he's going to lower his level. And I think that we're built for this type of game. You know what I'm saying? I think we're built for this type of game. I think Josh. I think it's going to be closer to a shootout more so. And I think Josh and Joe Brady is going to match whatever Trevor Lawrence and Cohen do. So I think that's just that simple. I think it's going to come down to the quarterback, officer coordinator, play caller type of deal. And I think we got the better end of that.
Kind of like
the thing I guess I'll say about them being the number 1 rush defense is that they're the past 5-6 weeks they've been front runners, so they've been getting up 2-3 touchdowns. You're not going to run the ball against a team that's up 3 touchdowns on you at the end of the day. They're putting up 30-40 points every week, it's very tough to continue to run the ball when you got to come from behind like that. That's
In the playoffs is more so about whatever you think you're gonna do. What if that don't work? How you gonna adjust? And I feel like the Bills are way more capable of doing something else to win than Trevor Lawrence. We'll see. I mean, I just will see. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen the Bills win other ways. I've seen Josh rise up and just figure it out. So we'll see. Now, if you're telling me Jaguars will come and just dominate us, that haven't happened all year. I haven't seen that game plan happen. I haven't seen that happen. I don't think Jacksonville is going to be the best team we played this year. So I don't see that happening. And so if it's going to be close, we're going to be in the game the whole game. I mean, I got the Bills in it. I don't see how not.
So I want to ask this question too. But before we do that, I'll answer the question. For me, the thing that keeps me up the most, I'm just going to be honest. Is Greg Rousseau? I think it's a bad. I'm just like I don't. He does.
Yo,
Greg Rousseau keeps me up the most. He does.
Up at night, my guy.
Now let me ask you this though. We saw Sunday. We saw a guy get a lot of reps on Sunday in number 36, and Matthew Judon. Is he going to play this week? Is he going to get some reps this week? If Rousseau is bad, is a halfway good Matthew Judon better than a great or better than this season's Greg Rousseau right now to go on the other side of Bosa?
Greg Rousseau is the bottom third player in the league.
But that's what I'm saying. We got a guy in Judon. I think we signed him for the playoffs. I think we signed a guy with that talent level. Absolutely.
Yes. I will play.
That's why I'm not as worried about a Greg Rousseau, because the way that McDermott rotates, he might throw him in.
Judon was terrible, Nick. That's crazy.
I don't know.
We played against the Jets.
We played against the Jets. He came off the street. He got a lot of reps. It's not like
there's no barometer.
Yeah.
But okay. I'm being facetious. I mean, like, 'cause I don't care about Greg Rousseau. He's a bad player. But I would say honestly that the thing that does keep me up the most, and I'm gonna be honest, like, is coaching. And not necessarily like it's not Sean McDermott, right? Because I think I know what I'm getting with Sean McDermott. Like I know that, but it's the offensive play calling, right? Like I need he has to do it. Like I'm from Missouri. You got to show it. He like those adjustments that Rad was talking about. I need to see that, because part of being a great offensive coordinator is also managing the quarterback you have. Even when you have the most talented quarterback in the field, even when you have the best quarterback, you still somebody has to manage him on some level.
I think he's doing a good job of that, because
I'm not saying that he is or he's not, but what I am saying is that he needs to do that come playoff time. This is a whole different season. It's not the same season anymore.
He did it.
We lose, we go. We lose, we go home. So that's just me. So I'm interested to see our coaching adjustments. I'm interested in our play calling. I'm interested to see all those things going into it, because that's my measure. I don't measure our team by 12-5. I measure our team by, are we going to win the Super Bowl or not?
Yeah, that's true. I agree. See, I guess I'm not worried about Josh Allen, because like Rad said, playoff Josh is real. I'm not worried about Joe Brady, because Josh gonna do whatever. I think we're gonna see Josh use his legs. I think Josh gonna have about 10 runs on the stat sheet when the game is over. But for me, I'm looking at McDermott. Like a lot of people have been texting me, and a lot of the talking heads been saying, if Josh Allen doesn't do it this year, when will he do it? And for me, I think this less about Josh Allen, because even though Josh hasn't won the games, when the Bills lose in the playoffs, it's because McDermott defense get carved up. Like a terrible Chiefs team carved up McDermott every year. No matter how good the Chiefs is, they carving up McDermott. The Bengals carving up. So if it's no Lamar, right? Lamar was doing whatever he wanted. If Lamar and them wasn't fumbling and doing stupid stuff, right? Who knows what the Ravens could have did? So it's no Lamar, no Burrow, no Mahomes. McDermott, you're gonna let Lawrence come carve you up? You're gonna let Bo Nix come carve you up? You're gonna let Drake May, CJ Stroud, Herbert carve you up? So if we get to the playoffs and McDermott defense giving up 35 again, it's like, all right, bro, then I can't trust you. I can't trust you in the playoffs to come bring your best stuff and stop the other team from just getting 30 points whenever they want.
But Matt, real quickly, wait. Okay.
No,
You're
I was
saying
just
what?
saying. I mean, even if you go listen to McDermott press conference, some people were saying, I'm not saying I got that from it, but people are saying that he's setting up more so to put the blame on Bean if something happened, because he talks about,
100%.
the whole Ingram
that's good.
situation about Slay, how he let go of Ingram. That was his fourth cornerback. Now we got three. Maybe our rookie not gonna play this week.
That's
He
cap.
talked about Myers. He praised
Myers and
Myers.
the big difference he is for
He
them.
praised Myers, saying that that was a great. He's he's an
Yeah,
underachiever.
McDermott. Yeah, McDermott.
I mean,
I'm
he
with that.
laid the line of saying like he was,
Listen,
somebody that maybe we could have got after. Maybe
last week I said that.
the decision.
Blame
I
Bean.
think McDermott. Maybe I'm not saying he is. I'm saying some
Blame
people
Bean.
are saying that
I'm
he
saying it.
potentially is laying that type of thing, but I don't know.
I'm saying
I
it.
think we're good enough to get past this team.
All right, so before we get into score predictions and all of that, and I'm glad that everybody's bringing this stuff up. Let's play Narrative Street just real quickly. We're gonna play Narrative Street real quickly. If the Bills lose, what will be the reason, Matt? If the Bills lose,
if the Bills lose, it's going to be because Josh Allen has a terrible game. He turns the ball over. They capitalize on turnovers, and we just aren't able to catch up at the end.
Mike, if the Bills lose, what will be the reason?
James Cook doesn't go over 75 yards, and the tight ends aren't getting open, and Josh Allen has 4 sacks.
Rad, if the Bills lose, what will be?
We lose the turnover battle. I think we lose the turnover battle. We probably lose. But I mean, I think Josh got to have his worst playoff game to lose this game. That's how I feel.
Interesting. Shout out to Cuz. He said reposted last comment. We don't have the personnel. That's the biggest. Yeah, I think if we lose, honestly, if we lose, man, I think effective immediately. I think like literally right after the game, it needs to come out. Sean McDermott's fired. It needs to come out. Brandon Bean has been replaced. I think like for me, that's just me though.
Besides the kickers, though, I mean, besides the kicker, I can't say that we don't have the personnel, because at the end of the day, we have a top 5 O-line unit. We have the number 1 running back in the NFL. We have an MVP. We have a pretty good tight end unit. The receivers obviously are our weakest group. Defense, we have the number 1 passing defense in the NFL. Our rookie defensive lineman that we brought in, Joey Bosa, is playing football. Like, those guys have gotten progressively better throughout the season.
Shaq Thompson.
So I can't say that we don't have the personnel necessarily.
Yeah,
I can't just go ahead and throw that out there.
Yeah,
but are we the flashiest? No, but I think the personnel that we do have, we've proven to be
get to the Super Bowl with the
team.
So when the Bills lose,
yes.
No blame the players, blame the coaches, blame the GM. All right, thank you, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
I guess something we'll see. So
I think the players is good enough. I don't think that's an excuse.
Okay, let me ask this question real quickly. As it relates to the Bills, and I think Rat answered this: Bills and Jaguars, and we're gonna go to score prediction. We're gonna get out of here. Matt, can the Bills win more ways than the Jacksonville Jaguars can?
Yes.
Can we win in more ways? Okay, Mike, you would agree? We can win in more ways than they can.
Yeah, the Jags really they're passing the ball like crazy, which is our strength on defense. That's their main way. ETN hasn't been doing much, so they've been relying on Lawrence's arm and legs to win.
I mean, Parker Washington has had like $130 the past 3 weeks. He's been going off. The guys like that are getting off every single week, and Trevor Lawrence is throwing like 3-4 touchdowns. That's how their offense has been rolling for sure.
We gonna pick him off. He gonna fumble. He gonna do something.
We gonna
take. We gonna.
And the pressure is all on them though. At the end of the day, too, we're the 6th seed coming in. I know the talk is going to be on Josh Allen and things like that. I think the pressure's on them, man. I do. I mean, we're going into Jacksonville. They're the 3 seed, an underdog 3 seed.
Matt, if you think the pressure on them, you're ridiculous.
I mean, it's the pressure. I think the outside pressure is on Josh. But I'm talking about. I agree with Matt. We'll talk about in the game, because even when you hear, I watched the coach Cohen. He talking about the fact that they're underdogs. He like, well, we home
They
underdog.
are underdogs.
But I know, but it's like, what have you done to beat anything else? Like you have
They're
Trevor
3
Lawrence
seed.
and you. So what? This is playoff. This is a new you receive. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? Like you can win. I'm not saying they can't win, but why would anybody
Trevor
bet
Lawrence
the Jags gonna win this game? I mean, that's just I don't see that. I know
My
they've been
thing
playing
is so.
good.
Well,
I know they've
that's
been
my
playing
thing.
good, but playoff football is 100% different. We all know that.
I agree.
Playoff football
But
is
you basing that off. You're not basing that off this year. You're basing it off the previous year of what the Jags
Trevor
was
Lawrence?
and what the Bills was.
I am basing it off this year, bro. What do you? This year I said Trevor Lawrence is not good. I said that.
He been balling though.
The last 5 games, 6 games, he's been balling. He turned it around. I give you that. He's on a nice little streak. But when I'm talking about playoff pressure moments, I want to see he's going to turn the ball over 2 or 3 times. I think this game.
What kind of game is the Bills? Is the Bills playing keep away?
No, I think we're going to beat this team. Like I mean, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. I'm not about to pie pass the Jags, but I think we're going to beat this team. I don't think it's necessarily super scheme.
What does it look like?
I'm glad you asked that, Mike, because we got to get into score prediction.
I think we don't have to score 30, but we beat them.
We about to get a score prediction, and you can give a little synopsis when you do that. But before we do that, Matt, if you could be so kind and let the people know about who won the contest of our previous score prediction and how they can enter into the contest moving forward.
Yeah. So
who was that?
With the ultimate like lack of stat fest, which I thought it was going to be, and I knew we were playing against the Jets. We decided to not go with the contest again last week. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a playoff edition. We're going to give away 3 prizes. We're going to do the score prediction contest for the Bills against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then we're going to give away 2 gift cards from AOG for $20 a piece, and then a membership to the AOG Cigar Lounge for 1 month. And that winner will get a bucket of beer when they go to retrieve their membership. So we are going to do that. We're going to predict the score for the Bills against the Jaguars, and then the tiebreakers are going to be Josh Allen's passing yards and James Cook's rushing yards. So you're going to get that in by 12:30 on Sunday. We have a 1 o'clock kickoff. And, good luck, and definitely get in to win that. Great prizes.
Get in. Got to be in it to win it. Shout out Ed. I'm not saying I've said that. We're not the best team, but I also was looking at the bracket. You know what I'm saying? I'm also looking at the bracket, and I don't think none of these teams are the Chiefs. I don't think none of these teams are even the Bengals. And I'm the only two teams we lost to in the playoffs. So if you're telling me some of these teams are equivalent to those or as good, maybe they don't need to be, and maybe they don't need to be. But I just feel like playoff Josh is a different animal.
The issue that I have with that is that when the 13 seconds happened, what's good, Michael? When the 13 seconds happened and we lost to the Chiefs, Bills fans, I won't say you, Rad, but Bills fans swore up and down that the Bengals was going to be a cakewalk the next week. And we see the Bengals went and beat the Chiefs. Now, would that beat us? Maybe not. The Bills was rolling. Like that was some of the best football I've ever seen a team play. But we swore up and down
that's probably the best team in football history. One of,
What the 30-second Bills?
No, the 30-second Chiefs.
Oh, well, what I'm saying, but and the Bengals beat them. But Bills fans swear that we would have beat the Bengals the next week. We would have had a home game and we would have won. And the next year, the Bengals beat us. So I know I'm not saying that don't be confident. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that these teams do gotta win, but you start somewhere. The very first time you win is when you win.
100%. 100%.
I don't want to judge them by because they haven't won before.
No,
100%. I agree with that, but I also want to, usually in football history, see there's a growing process of teams that's there, teams that make it, teams that happen, especially football. Especially football. It's rare that a rookie or a first-time person in the playoffs or a first-time head coach, any of that is rare that they're, making big playoff runs because they just haven't been there. It's just a new thing. It's a new playoff football is just a new thing that I think you have to get through. Now, can they beat us? Yes. I mean, I don't think our team is that great where we just unbeatable, but I also don't think no other team over there is that great that they're unbeatable.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You know, it's really that simple for me. So I'm just gonna roll with Josh on that. I mean, that's the bet. You know, all of it is just betting. That's the bet. Is that Josh Allen is going to be playoff Josh? Have no reason to say he's not. And I think Trevor Lawrence. I mean, we'll see.
So, what's your score prediction?
Score prediction. I got the Bills winning. I got us scoring. I love the one. I love the 1 o'clock game. I love Sunday 1 o'clock. It make me feel good. Make me feel better. I think it does just make me feel better. I think we're gonna score. I think the offense gonna do good. I got the Bills 31, 24. Bills 31-24.
Matt.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to score some points for sure this week. So I think the Bills 34, the Jags 23.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike? I don't know, man. It's tough. Playoff Josh is real. I think McDermott is a great coach, but the Jags they haven't allowed a rusher over 75 yards all year. Their D-line, they can get after the quarterback. They take the ball away on defense and on offense, even though their strength is passing, and that's our strength, right? They got Brian Thomas, who is not great, Parker Watson and Jacoby Myers. They do got a decent running back. They got a decent tight end. Trevor Lawrence been using his legs a lot around the red zone, right? And they're at home, and I put some respect on that. So I'm gonna take the Jags. I don't love this Bills team. I don't think this is the Bills team that's gonna win us the bowl. And I think we stop here. And I think a lot of changes happen in the offseason, which I think I don't want to be like Pittsburgh, which I'm saying we are, but I don't want to just win, get someone and lose and try to run it back. Like if we're gonna lose, let's lose in some good fashion and let's shake it up. So I got Jaguars getting 35, and I got the Bills getting 31.
Wow. Mike is picking the Jaguars. Shout out to everybody out there.
I'm not afraid to pick the other team on this show. I don't care what y'all say in the comments.
I'm happy.
I mean,
let's go.
Yeah, you got the Jags. You got the Jags. Shout out to you. For me, I got Bills 37, Jaguars 34 in OT. I got the game going to OT.
We don't got a kicker.
What'd you say?
We don't got a kicker.
It's not a Ray Davis.
Figure it out. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
Ray Davis.
We're gonna figure it out. But I got the Bills going into OT, winning the game somehow. Josh Allen figuring it out. I mean, he got to do it. So we got to see it.
So so we're questioning Mike. So are you impressed with the Jaguars in general? You feel like the Jaguars got a run in them right now? That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
you feel like they're better than the Bills.
Yeah, I think they're playing better than like when the Bills got hot, like they got hot late and they was beating bad teams. They blew up the Dolphins, they blew up some other teams. And like we play both sides of the fence. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's the NFL, it's any given Sunday. You play who you play. But then when it's a team that we don't like, we say, well, look at their schedule. It's like, yeah, they play bad teams, but they blowing these bad teams out. When you play a bad team, the best thing you can do is just blow them out. And they look good. They got a smart head coach that's running a good offense. Trevor Lawrence, right? We've been waiting for him to take that next step. And it seemed like the head coach might be unlocking that. So I got some respect for the Jags. I mean, Josh Allen, but I do have respect for the Jaguars.
Shout out Josh. I got 24, 22. Man, listen, y'all got me, man. I don't know I don't even know who that kicker is. So
Matt Wright.
I mean,
Yep, Matt Wright.
You know, we'll see. We'll see.
But
shout out to everybody in the comments.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, can I change? If we ain't got a kicker and we're gonna go for it on fourth down every time and go for two, I might change my tune.
Matt Wright is the kicker, whoever that is. I don't know who that is.
Okay. If that's the case, the Bills definitely winning because we ain't kicking nothing and we going for two every time. The Bills about to win this game.
We can get extra points.
Nah. This dude Nah, it's over. He doing kickoff only. Let's go. All right,
Matt
Bills about to
Wright
win.
is the author. Is he? Is
Let's go,
that a real
Bills.
person?
No.
No, I'm just playing.
He like
I just shout out to everybody in the
I had him
comments.
in fantasy once or twice.
Listen. Overdue Bills podcast on YouTube. Overdue Bills podcast on YouTube. Go to the YouTube and subscribe right now. Go to Overdue Bills Pod YouTube right now and subscribe.
Facts. Subscribe to. Do y'all want to pick the rest of the games? Is that something y'all want to do or?
No, this is a Bills show. So shout out to everybody out there.
No, I can. We can.
Appreciate I mean, if y'all want to, that's up to y'all.
Just AFC.
Yeah, you can pick. Yeah, you can pick the AFC.
I got Patriots, and I know Michael was talking about y'all gonna beat the Texans. Y'all ain't. And I got Texans. I got Patriots and Texans.
You know what though, man? A-Rod, man. A-Rod getting DK back. DK's gonna be pissed off coming back off of that suspension. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Pittsburgh at home. And then I think the Patriots take care of the Chargers.
Steelers out.
Yeah, I like Steelers. I think Rodgers gonna be like he might not finish the game.
I will say this. I will say this. Tomlin
Rodgers for this game.
Tomlin is always a live dog.
That's a fact.
Yeah. But he haven't won a playoff game not the playoffs. He gets waxed in the playoffs.
Maybe
he haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. It's over.
His defense gives 35 points a game in the playoffs.
But it is on Monday night.
Yeah,
like
23 in a row.
He's never lost a game at home on Monday night. 20 in a row.
The last quarterback that beat the Steelers on Monday night is Phil Simms. So
shout out to
the
shout out to Chris Stroud for breaking that streak because he will win. I got Houston. I think the defense is gonna win. I think the defense is just too good.
The offensive got to take the field.
Yeah, it's just too good. They probably might score 14 or less. It's not. I don't think you got to worry about that. I mean, shout out to the Patriots, but I got the Chargers. I truly think that if they had to switch it, I would think the Patriots would have won the Bills, and I would think the Jaguars would have won the Chargers. The history, Jags came back and beat the Chargers a couple years ago in the biggest comeback game against. So I think that was a thing. I think the third game against the Bills, I think the Patriots would have won that right now, just because they feel confident. I think both teams got. I would say I think both of those young quarterbacks, both of those younger teams is going to lose this game. So I got the Chargers, I got the Bills, and I got Houston.
I guess we'll see.
All right. We'll
see. Shout out to everybody out there. Definitely appreciate that. Shout out to Buffalo fan base. Shout out to AOG. Go tap into AOG. Please do that. And y'all know how we end every show.
It's back.
A little bit of that. Hey.
Go Bills.
Take my prescriptions. I don't know what that means, Mike, but I got you.
Only Buffalo is going to win it,
Kick your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Now, baby, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.